It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I'm in the wonderful city of Salisbury to cover Salisbury's breweries, pubs and bars. I'm standing in front of this fantastic cathedral, but I'm thirsty. There's the cathedral. I'm in Salisbury. The city dates back to maybe the 12th century, is it, Tanya? About the 12th century. So, should we go and find a pub? Let's go and get a pint. Cheers. So, first pub of the day is the Haunch of Venison. This place has been here since 1320, probably Salisbury's oldest pub. I'm standing outside Poultry Cross, which is where they used to sell kind of chickens and animals years ago, but somebody drove into it and damaged it, so it's covered in scaffolding for a moment. But this is the kind of the little square of Salisbury, which is tremendous. You've got a fantastic building over there, look. Kind of Norman timber frame building. But this place is terrific. The Haunch of Venison. Now, it's owned by Hopback Brewery, so we're going to have a pint of Summer Lightning in here. Shall we go and have a look at this pub that's 1320? That's like 742 years old. Let's get in. It's starting to rain. So, fantastic. Crossing the road. Here is a pub, all kind of, not sure if you can see it, but it's all lean in and an old English chop house. So it's a restaurant as well, so you can order all sorts of food. Lovely kind of windows. Now, I can either go through these doors here, but I'm going to start off here. So this is a tiny little room. And this is really important because Winston Churchill had a meeting here regarding the Doomsday Landing. So he sat in this very little cubby here and they discussed everything very quietly and secretly, and well, over a pint, as Churchill would have done. He liked this beer, didn't he? He liked everything, I think, Winston Churchill. So here we go for the doors. Hello, Tanya. Hi. How are you doing? Hello, how are you doing? Fantastic beams, low ceilings, timber-clad walls, nice fireplaces. But interestingly, this floor was from Salisbury Cathedral, where we started today's video. It's an original floor from 1320. How you doing, Nick?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing? Can I have a pint, please, of Summer Lightning, if that's okay?
No worries.
And a pint of lager for you, Tanya, is it? Pint of lager for Tanya as well.
Yeah, no worries.
Fantastic. Kronenberg, fantastic. So there we are, look at this. Hand-drawn system. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Amazing. Great pubs of England, look at that. Who wrote that?
Yeah.
Stuart Husband, Horse A. Fredericks. And a pint of Kronenberg. Oh, they got Buck coming in as well. HPA, original. A pint of Kronenberg. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Dropping it everywhere. So, I'm going to pick up my pint, Tanya, and I'm going to walk around this pub. My general kind of have a sip. Tremendous beer. So, walking around, up a little staircase. What I love about this is just this fantastic little rooms. Just tiny little cubby rooms. Hello, gentlemen, how you doing?
How are you?
Don't mind if I come in here and film this lovely old pub. And what you find interesting about this place, roaring fire, but this is the hand. Somebody stole something, didn't they, once upon a time? Is that right?
Actually, there's a card game and they call it a card thief.
Do you mind me filming you? Is that okay?
Yes, I do. I've got your measure rights.
Oh, okay, no worries. Okay, so
You got your union card? Yeah.
so it was a thief that stole something and he had his hand chopped off.
Allegedly.
Now, this used to be a real hand, but somebody stole it, so they put a plastic one in.
I think that's right. I'm not
Instead.
sure what that notice says. Have you read it? Or not?
Yeah, I'll just put it on there.
Pretty bad luck.
So, won't go in the toilets, but we'll go upstairs to the restaurant. Again, lovely, fantastic oak beams. Terrific. And what you won't notice is the floor. The floor is, well, you might if I get down. Kind of the floor just Feels like you've had a drink before you've had a drink. Everything's leaning, moving. But what a lovely place. Ah, there you go. You'll be able to see the door frame. Straight door frame. You can see the timbers there leaning down. But tremendous, yeah, fantastic place. And yeah, fire. Here's the roaring fire. And fantastic, isn't it? Terrific ceilings. Wonderful, wonderful place. Again, stained glass. Probably lead windows in here. Overlooking a church. And downstairs is the secret bar. But they're storing logs. That's where their log storage for the secret bar. But look at this fire. Absolutely tremendous. So that's a look at the Haunch of Venison. Let's move on to the next pub. So the next pub is a Hall and Woodhouse pub, Badger Ales, and it's called the New Inn. Now this place, I'm just gonna, yes, there's no cars. I just want to cross the road quickly and show this place. This is one of the oldest places in Salisbury. Fantastic old cottagey like building. Again, everything's leaning, everything's falling over. There's a lot of charm. It does really well with the tourists. I'm going to run across the road and get in here. Oh, bar staff wanted. Get my wife a job. And in we go. So walking through the door, I went in first of all to ask permission if I could film. These guys were like, yeah, absolutely, coming into the pub. So you're looking again, low beams. You know, you can touch the beams type of thing. It's that low, the ceiling. Lovely old fireplaces. I'm going to start off because I have been in for a few minutes, but here is the bar. It's a Badger pub, so you've got Badger Best Bitter, Thirsty Ferret, Tanglefoot, great beers, Guinness, Amstel and Moretti. Logs with a fire there, toilets. Hello Tanya, how you doing? Hello, I'm going to quickly stop and have a sip of beer. I mentioned we've been in, asked permission to film. So fantastic old fireplace. And so this part of the pub, looking through, is from the 1400s. So walking through, lots of interesting rooms. What I really like about this pub is the little corridors you've got, and then the brick infilled timber partitions. Just tremendous. Absolutely fantastic area. A little area down here which I haven't been before. Now I'm going to say I've been in this pub a number of times through family. My wife is from Salisbury. Her father still lives here, so my father-in-law still lives here, and this is actually where he drinks. This is his local. So I imagine this is what would have been probably a gentleman's room back in the day, where cigars and that sort of thing. It's been here for hundreds of years. Traditions change. Tally on the wall for the rugby. Can't fault that. But yeah, look, I mean, love the stud partitions there where they've kind of infilled it with bricks. It's a very old traditional British way of building. Another little snug down here. Lovely little snug with a fireplace. Sorry. And lovely people, yeah, absolutely. And then moving through, we've got a little restaurant area, kitchen over there, and outside. Now, outside, what I really like about this place is you can see the cathedral in the background. So we started the video at the cathedral. This is about, I'd say about 600 metres away. But the gardens here are just tremendous. So here's a look at the back of the building. So the back of the building looks a lot newer than the front of the building. And actually, a fun fact, my father-in-law used to garden this whole area. He was in charge of this whole area. Phil Downton was in charge of this whole area. He used to garden a whole lot. He used to look after the fires. So there's a fire pit here somewhere. Oh, here's the fire pit. So he looked after the fires, kept everybody warm in the autumn and spring nights when it got a bit chilly. Pizza oven, which is really cool. I love my pizza. And yeah, look at the size. Generally, look at the size of this garden. Isn't that lovely for a beer garden? Absolutely tremendous. Fantastic summer night sat out here. with the cathedral in the background. And what I like about this place, a little archway there. Now, rumour has it that there used to be canals around the area, and that used to be an entrance to an old canal network. So that was a little look at the new inn. The next one we're going to go to, I think it's called the Pen and Wig. So let's get to the Pen and Wig and have a beer. So it's just started to rain. We've left the new inn, which is there, and just down the road a little bit is this wonderful little building. It's called the Old Forge. It must have been an old forge years ago where they kind of knock steel work together and whatnot. But what a wonderful, I mean, look at this building from the side. It's kind of probably leaning out, but it seems like the type of place that's been there forever, absolutely ever. What a wonderful place. So we're moving on. Hello, Tanya. All right, what's this road called? That's okay. So it doesn't really matter what road we're on. There's another pub just here, and I called it the Pen and Wig, didn't I? Yeah. There's a Pen and Wig in Cardiff, and there's a Pen and Wig in Newport. So excuse me, but this is called the Wig and Quill. Oh, and there's another place over the road. What's that called? The Ballon Crown. Right, so let's get in this Wig and Quill. Lovely old place. I'm going to step out into the road at this stage now and just have a little look at this building. Oh yeah, there's a car coming. Right, I'm going to dash across the road very quickly. And from here, you can see the pub. I'm just waiting for the space now to cross back across the road. But what a lovely old place this is. Oh, he's letting me go. He's letting me go. So here we go. Thank you. Here we go. So this is a Wadworth pub. Let's go in here and just have a little quick look around. Again, fantastic place, Salisbury. Low beams, fireplaces, bar, beers on the bar. We got a hello there. Can I have a half of Horizon, please? What would you like, Tanya?
Half a Moretti.
Half a Moretti. Fantastic. Yeah, what a lovely pub this is. The Wig and Quill. How old is the pub? We are still in the Wig and Quill, not the Pen and Wig. We're drinking a Wadsworth Horizon, and Tanya's drinking a Moretti. We're being rather quick because we cut the video short before because the guy behind the bar wanted to have a chat with us. We got most of the pub in. It was just the restaurant out the back which we didn't film, but that looks fairly new to me anyway. So I mean, what you've seen in the Wig and Quill, the old fireplace, the old beams, is generally kind of what it is. It's a lovely pub. It's a lovely pub with lovely beer. Right, we're on to the next pub. This is the Huntsman Tavern, and my father-in-law actually runs this pub. Some of you might know my father-in-law. He's been on a couple of videos with me in the past. How you doing, Phil? You all right?
I'm very well.
You're very well. So, the Huntsman, what do you know about it?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
I've only been here 3.5 years.
You've been here 3.5 years?
It's quite an old pub, but yeah, it's an old original spit and sawdust pub.
Okay, right. Spit and sawdust pub. So it looks really, really nice. It's actually older than what I thought. I thought it was kind of a fairly new building. It's not, is it?
Yeah,
a traditional red brick building. There's the boss. So how do you know the age of the building?
Well, no, I don't actually. It goes back 18th century.
18th century. I prefer the fine ales and lagers. Is it a free house or is it tied to anywhere?
Marston's Brewery.
Marston's Brewery. Okay. Well, the top certainly looks really old, and but it's still got your old stained glass windows.
Window taxes. That's why windows have been bricked up.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah. And talking about the windows, you've got some nice kind of original smoking room windows there.
Yeah.
Let's get in, shall we? Let's get in. Best entrance this way, is it? Right, so carrying on with the filming, we just had to ask permission before we could film. And all of the locals were very happy to film. So here is the pub. Nice wallpaper on the walls. Pool tables, television. Fantastic kind of games machines, pool table. And here's my father-in-law. So Phil, beers on the bar. What have we got?
Well, beers, we only got
Red Stripe.
Razorback at the moment. We've got Red Stripe, Thatcher's Gold, Foster's, San Miguel.
I quite like a Razorback, to be honest.
Moretti, Thatcher's Haze and Guinness.
Do you know what I really like? And you might laugh at me at this, but I really like a Red Stripe. I think it's a really good lager.
It is a good lager.
It is.
Quite
It is.
strong, so...
I quite like it. And of course the Razorback. So moving through, can I walk through here? Nice little, I think we've sat there in the past. We've sat and had a drink there. Nice little cup, nice little areas to sit and enjoy. Yeah. And this is it. So, is there food available in the pub? Is there a food?
We don't do food, unfortunately, because we have no kitchen.
Right, okay.
We have letting rooms upstairs that we rent out. So, yeah.
Right, so if you're ever in Salisbury, cheap place to stay. Here's a place for you in the Huntsman.
It's only £45 per night for one person staying, 65 for two people.
Right.
So it's the cheapest place in Salisbury to stay at, really.
Fantastic, yeah. And next pub, where are we going?
I think we're going to go to the Ballon Crown.
Ballon Crown, let's go. So the next pub we're going in is the Ballon Crown Pub and Dine In. I'm just going to quickly look at the road before I run across here. Lovely looking pub. Flowers outside. Cocktails, beers. Let's have a look through here. So walking in again, it's this one, you're greeted by these wonderful kind of bare brick walls. Fantastic kind of oak beams, probably covered in tar. Walking around this side of the pub. Again, them lovely kind of partitions, nice little snug areas to enjoy a bit of drink, bit of food. Looks like they do Sunday lunch, that sort of thing. Open fires. What a lovely place. Now, what I noticed, we came in through the back way initially. But what I really like about this place is this cast iron staircase. I mean, look at that balcony there. Isn't that tremendous? As we walked in there, my good friend, my sister-in-law Tanya, was like, "Oh, I haven't done pole dancing in years," and she did a little kind of swing around the pole. Nice roof lights. So the Ballon Crown. Steak nights, cocktails, fish and chips, that sort of thing. And here we are. So, just coming down. There he is. Ballon Phil, how you doing? Tanya, how you doing? Right. And then here are the beers. So we got Proper Job, Timothy Taylor's Landlord, and Buck and Bitter. And then the lagers on Madry, Amstel, Guinness. Guinness is a stout, and Inch's Cider. Fantastic. Thank you very much for letting me film in your wonderful pub.
More than welcome.
Cheers. Thank you. So, unfortunately, the next pub we're looking at, this is the free house called the Queen's Arms. Unfortunately, it's shut down. But I understand it's a really historic pub. It's got a plaque on it on the side there. If you want to pause the video and have a little look at that. But hopefully that opens back up in the future. But at the moment, it's an old Usher's pub. Hopefully it opens back up in the future. So the next pub, and this is a really important pub in terms of kind of Salisbury's history, it's the Windham Arms. Now the Windham Arms, it's got Hopback Brewery written on the side, and the reason why it's got Hopback Brewery written on the side is because this used to be the original brewery tap for Hopback Brewery. So they bought the pub. They had a brewery in the cellar under here. And yeah, we're going to go in. We're going to make our way into this pub. Have a look around. But the other thing I wanted to mention was Hopback Brewery were the first brewers in the UK to brew a golden ale. So golden ale in the UK was invented by this company here at the Windham Arms in Salisbury. So you got some hops there. I really like this kind of the hops on the side, hops on the man's head. Really interesting place. Let's get in. Let's get in and have a look. So walking through fireplace. Here's a look at the bar. So they're all hand-pulled beers in the bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hand pulls, and five kegs and a war steiner on the end, which is really cool. Here's a look at this bar, dark bud, and yeah, nice little bar. But what we're really looking for, which I'm going to try and find, is I want to try and find the cellar. So I'm going to ask him about maybe a cellar tour. So I'm at the bar. I've ordered a pint of Red Devil from Hopback Brewery, 4.6% ABV. It looks like a dark ruby ale to me. One finger, nice tight white head. I'm going to have a little sip of it. Actually, if I could possibly pass my camera over, and I'll have a quick sip of this beer. Oh, some lovely ruby malts coming through. It's biscuity, it's bready. There's a tingle of those kind of American hops, I would say, on the back end. Very kind of berry-like. Yeah, extremely drinkable beer. I'm going to grab the camera off the lovely Tanya, and I'm going to go straight down the cellar. So, moving in one shot. Fantastic, here we go. So this is a really historic part of this pub, because as I mentioned earlier, Hopback invented the golden ale in the UK, and this is where it was brewed. So at the moment this is casks for their ducking in. This is where they store their casks for the bar now, but this was originally a brewery, Dave. Yeah.
Yeah, in 1987.
In 1987. So, do you know where everything was placed? Do you know where the
Before my time, I started working here in June 2013.
June 2013?
I drank in here a little bit before then, but no.
Absolutely no worries. But I can tell by the way the floor. You've got that floor there where it's kind of leaning into the middle. So if it was either this side of the cellar or the right hand side of the cellar, whenever they drained off, it would have drained off into the middle of the and down into the drain. So you can tell there's been brewing done here in the past. It's a real privilege to be down here, to be honest, because well, I mean, the first ever golden ale in the UK to be invented here in this very brewery is just tremendous. So can I, if I have a little, so here's your bottle sauce. So we have bottles of the fantastic Summer Lightning. Now, I know you can pick this up in Morrison's supermarket. I pick up a lot of this in Morrison's supermarket. It's one of my favourites. And they've got Warsteiner. They've got Warsteiner on keg, which is just tremendous. So, yeah, this is where it all began for Hopback Brewery. In this very room. This is where they brewed the first beers. It's not a great big space, but most pubs in the UK, they had great big cellars and they had the ability to brew their own beer. So that's it. And it looks like a fireplace here.
Yeah, it's a fireplace.
So this would have been some kind of servants' quarters back in the day, maybe.
Ages ago, this building used to be a hotel.
Oh, right. So maybe
a long time ago, way before the pub, it was a hotel.
Right, so servants' quarters maybe for with the fireplace. Then they had a window there as well for a bit of light.
Yeah.
Tremendous. Yeah. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you, really appreciate it. And then up the staircase. Here we go. Back up into the pub. Tremendous. Let's have another sip of my pint. It's really good beer, really good beer. There we go. So Mr. Phil Harding has got a top up on his beer. What are you drinking, Phil?
Oh, thank you. I'm a pint of Summer Lightning.
Pint of Summer Lightning. Fantastic. And I've got the Red Devil. The Rev Down, look at that. I mean, wonderful, wonderful beer. One finger, white head, good carbonation. Looks nice and malty and deep. You're on the Summer Lightning. American hops in there with their Summer Lightning. Did you know the Summer Lightning was the
I
first?
don't do the chemistry, I do the drinking. Don't spill it!
I'm spilling it on the carpet, yeah.
See, look at that. That's what you've got to do with it.
Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, don't tip it on the carpet. Drink it.
What a way. Look what else, sir. Cheers.
Good health. Biscuity, bready, slightly nutty. Lovely. But I'm here with Phil today.
Nutty, me? Oh, sorry. Go on, then.
So, Summer Lightning was the first ever golden beer in the UK. It was its own kind of.
Well, I don't know what I mean. It was very similar
Yeah.
to the GFB, which was John Gilbert's first brew. God's first brew, Gilbert's first brew, who knows? But, you know, and then, of course, I mean, when I come into Salisbury first,
Yeah.
summer was not on.
Okay.
That's, John was brewing here, down in the cellar underneath the floor.
Yeah.
And he was brewing GFB and special. And then Summer Lightning came along.
Fantastic.
Rest is history, so I won't bother you with it.
Multiple awards. It's won multiple awards around the UK with CAMRA and all the other kind of institutions around the UK. I've been down the cellar. It's a lovely little cellar down there, isn't it? And it kind of, you can see that it's kind of, everything's kind of pointing to the middle where they brewed on the side and all the water went to the middle. It's a tremendous little place down there. And of course, they've got 6 hand pulls on the bar. You've got crop circle on keg, which is terrific. Warsteiner, a German lager, which is one of my favourites. But what I wanted to ask you, Phil, is Salisbury and its brewing history. This was you mentioned a textile town, wasn't it?
Woolen trading. I mean, in the medieval period, Salisbury made its wealth on wool. Originally, raw wool coming straight off the sheep, which they would then move on.
Yeah.
Well, being Welsh, you know all about sheep, wouldn't you? But then they realised there was more money to be made if they processed it and made it into cloth. And so they started weaving it. So that's where the wealth of Salisbury comes from.
Fantastic. And then the early brewing, that would have been very much kind of home brewing, people brewing in their cellars.
Well, I mean, the fact was, Salisbury was not exclusively, everywhere it's pretty much the same. Salisbury was a very unhealthy place to be.
Okay.
You could take the river water out of the local river,
Right.
but also people were actually throwing things into it, human waste in most cases.
Okay. Yeah.
And the funny thing is that if they weren't actually drawing the water out of the river,
Yeah.
they were drawing the water out of the wells. Chalk is a nice porous thing that filters the water. You think you were on a good well.
Right.
But most of the households had their well there and their cesspit just over there.
Okay.
So whatever they were throwing into the cesspits was percolating down through, filtering through, and you were literally at risk of drinking what you'd passed half an hour ago.
Right, okay.
And you can imagine the amount of disease in Salisbury, I mean, was rife with disease all the time, a lot of the time. So the only way you could go, really typical everywhere, was to brew.
Boiling the water.
So,
Boiling the water.
that was it.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
it.
That's fantastic. I've walked around the square. There's a Fuller's pub, the Butchers, is it? Now I see the sign above the Butchers, or maybe next door. Something Gibbs. There's a brewery Gibbs.
There was
Yeah.
known locally as well. It was Gibbs Mew.
When did they start?
I don't know when they. I know when they finished. Well, I don't know when they finished. That was quite a long time ago, but it was a good move on their part.
Okay.
Paris had thought I never want to see the end of a brewery.
Of course. Yeah.
But it was known colloquially as gobs and spews.
Right. So it wasn't great beer.
I never took to it. Never took to it. Far be it from me to say that there's such a thing as a bad brewery.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's without breweries, we wouldn't have.
We wouldn't be
the fact
drinking
that-
this wonderful stuff.
But there are some that are better than others.
Yeah.
And I never took that.
Fantastic hopback. I've been around 6 or 7 pubs in Salisbury today. The Windham Arms is probably my 7th. I've got a few more pubs to hit. I'm really looking forward to popping around Salisbury. It was really lovely.
Well, you're here now.
I'm here.
You don't need to move on.
I
You know,
don't-
once you're in the Windham,
Yeah.
that's it. You know, you're there. I mean,
So, one thing I want to say before I finish, my wife was born in Bulford, which is
Bulford. Yeah, I know
nine-
Bulford. I know Bulford.
She was born in Bulford. She now lives in Wales with me. She's a big fan of yours. So what I'd like to do is maybe on 3 is do one big Stone the Crows.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, Stone the Crows then. Hey,
Stone the Crows. Cheers. So the next pub is called the Five Bells. Now this is owned by a celebrity sandwich chef. Yes. I'm correct in saying. It looks like they got some smoking going on in the background. So like outdoor pizza type place. We're not going to go in there because there's a place just down the road. We're going to carry on filming with this one. It's called the Pheasant. And I haven't done many kind of rolling scenes yet because at the moment we're in a car park. And Tanya, this would never have been a car park forever. This would have been a line of buildings or Salisbury Steam Laundry. So something was going on, yeah, but I want to show you this place, the Pheasant Inn. Now this looks terrific. It's one of those Georgian, either Georgian or Norman. I'm not that great with history. I'm not going to pretend to be. But timber frame building, brick in between the timbers. It says circa 1500, so the pub is the pub is at least 500 years old. 500 years old. So I think we're just gonna. Oh right, yeah. So circa 1500. So lots of kitchen stuff going on, lots of food going on, lots of drinking going on. Let's get in. Let's have a look. Hi guys, how's it going? Yeah. And here's the bar. So let's have a little look in here. People ordering meals. I mean, look at that. I love that. So you don't bump your head. And then beers on the bars, Doom Bar. Oh, they got some Dartmoor Jail Ale. Beer and Moretti, Guinness, Neck Oil, Amstel, Cold River Cider, and Aspinall Cider. Oh, Buckham, Proper Job, and Doom Bar. What a fantastic pub. Oh, we're outside the Ox Row Inn with my brother-in-law who's refusing to turn around. There he is. Terry, the Ox Row Inn. Nice pub. That's right. Nice pub. 1594 pub and dining. Lots. Do you know what I like about it? The outside seating area. I'm gonna go in and check this place out. Love a Fuller's pub. The sun is setting. Oh, there. Look, Gibbs Mew. Look.
Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah.
There it is, Gibbs Mew. So that was the original brewery in Salisbury. So they would have obviously had a kind of a pub here originally, which is pretty cool. But look at that! Look at the sun setting.
I think Phil called it gobsplitting.
He did, yeah, he did. He called it gob. He said it wasn't very nice. But I'm not gonna. I have not tasted, so I'm not gonna comment on that. But let's get in. Let's have a look. So here we go. Fuller's, Smith and Turner's ales. Hello, how you doing? Okay, so walking into this lovely Fuller's pub, Oktoberfest, which is fantastic. And I understand that they got Dark Revolution on the back. Sorry, can I just... Oh, there we go. Dive in. Oh, there we are. Isn't that lovely? So we got Luminous, Solar, and Colton Hand. I'll have an extra pale ale, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. So they got a tap takeover on at the moment with Dark Revolution, which is fantastic. And then there's the rest of the beers. But here's the pub again. Timber ceilings, timber beams. Lovely timber kind of post there going on. Another fantastic pub in Salisbury. Okay, so we are drinking the Luminous Extra Pale Ale, 4.2% ABV. You may not be able to hear me very loudly, but look at this beer. Fantastic, hazy, straw-coloured beer, one finger white head, aroma, tropical, juicy, lovely. Let's dig in. Wonderful pale ale. This is the Octro pub in Salisbury, Wiltshire. Check it out. I've been out and I've been drinking with my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law to be, I'll correct you there.
No, it's fine.
Possibly.
I've loved it. Honestly. Oh, what have we done?
Let's just walk.
Let's walk. Yeah. It's been a wonderful night. I've had lots to drink. I've sang. I've danced. I've had a great night. And do you know what I want? Chicken and chips. Right now, at the end of this night, I want chicken and chips. What do you want, Tanya?
Oh, maybe chicken and chips too, I don't know.
Chicken and chips.
Maybe kebab and chips. Who knows?
Chicken and chips. Let's go for it.
Let's see what the menu brings.
Yeah. So moving along, we're actually on day 2 of Salisbury. It's quite early in the morning. It's about 10:15. So this pub is not open, but maybe we can have a little look through the window, maybe. Oh, maybe not. They got some beers on there. A few real ales. Somewhere to park your car. But I'm making my way into the centre of town again because there was a few pubs that I missed. There's so many. There's something like 48 active pubs, open pubs in the centre of Salisbury. And immediately around the corner, you may have seen that before I turned the camera off. You got the Salisbury Arms. So craft beer, craft cocktails, bar food, teas, coffee and free Wi-Fi. And I believe, I've come the wrong way, I'm glad I come this way because I've never seen that place before. I think town's this way. So just coming across this place here, it's called the Artisan Wine and Spirit Company. Generally mostly wines, which is pretty cool, and spirits, but I noticed as I passed, hello,
Morning.
How you doing?
Very good, how are you?
Not too bad, thank you. I noticed as I walked in, you've got some beers in. So these are the Dark Revolution beers.
Yeah.
Local brewery. Gritchy Brewing Company. Where are they from? Are they local?
Yes, they are. They're actually, it's Ritchie as in Guy Ritchie, the film director.
Oh, right.
They're not too far away. SP5, so it's about 20 minutes.
Oh, right.
West of here. Yeah.
Okay, and then you got some First Chop stuff.
Yeah.
And then some Downton Brewery stuff. Fantastic. Oh, well, lovely little wine shop if you're in the Salisbury area. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye. Right, let's move on to the next pub. So there's a market in the centre of Salisbury today on day 2. Lots going on. I'm not sure if there's a beer stand, but there's all sorts of kind of sweets and stuff going on. Lovely place, Salisbury. Really like it. But I just noticed this sign up here. Now, if you see it there, Gibbs Mew Market Inn. Now, Gibbs Mew used to be the local brewery. They were a large brewery in the area of Salisbury, in the city centre. It's been torn down. It's now a big block of flats, and it's called Brewery Lane. This isn't Brewery Lane. This is just one of the pubs, but it's one of the only kind of signs that is left with the Gibbs Mew name of with their beer. Okay, let's move on. So I'm going to try and do all of this in one take. What we're looking at here is the old mill. It's a Green King pub. The old Bishop's Mill is called, in the middle of Salisbury. But this place is absolutely fantastic in the summer. Really, really good. Fantastic kind of. Well, you got the mill there, where it would have been kind of water mills and stuff going on years ago. But what I love in the summertime is sitting over here. Try and grab a bench. They're very popular on a Friday afternoon, but grab a bench here and just sit and whittle the afternoon away, sitting with the river there. We're going to do the old mill in a moment. There's a couple of things to see here. You've got the bridge tap over there just across the way, where we're going to go in a moment, but we're going to start off by doing a quick look at Wetherspoons, the King's Head Inn. People do question why I do Wetherspoons, but I think if you're going to do a city, if you're going to cover a city and its pubs, I think you can't not cover a Wetherspoons. What's interesting about this Wetherspoons is that it's a hotel, so you can stay here the night, and I believe it's pretty reasonable. But again, come out here, maybe enjoy a cigarette or a beer or whatever, and then you've got the River Avon, I believe it is, on the side there. So here is Wetherspoons. What I like about it is just this bar. Really lovely kind of tall bar, lots of beers on. Let's have a quick look at some of the real ales that they got on. Stonehenge, Regatta by Adnams, Olicana by Maxim Brewery, Leffe, Budweiser, Stella, Punk IPA, Carlin. You know the drill with these places. But it's a rather large Wetherspoons. And they're always busy, aren't they? They're always busy places. Oh, you've got some Albert Ale here, Doonbar and Ruddles. And then I've actually spent, are they called a wake? It was like a funeral party after a funeral. We had this whole area when one of the family members passed away. We had that whole area, and we kind of sat and drank for hours upon hours on end. Yeah, but I won't take up too much time with Wetherspoons, so we'll get out of here now. But they've also got a seating area upstairs, so it's a massive place. So there's a few places I want to see here. I think what we'll do next is try and go in the bridge tap if it's open. So we'll go back across that. Yeah, back across this zebra crossing. Here we go. And then over to Fisher. This is number 14 Fisherson Street. I thought when this place opened, I thought it was going to be a craft beer bar, but I think this used to be a Slug and Lettuce years ago, if I remember rightly, when I first kind of started coming to Salisbury. Slug and Lettuce. It may not be open yet. Well, we can have a look. Stone baked pizza, craft beer, craft cider. It's open. But they got some music going on. So maybe I'll be very quick in here with the music. But here's a look at the bridge tap. So, leaving the bridge tap, let's make our way over to this absolutely fantastic pub. Green King, Bishop's Mill. I think if I lived in this city, I think I would drink in there every single day. I think there wouldn't be a day where I wouldn't fancy drinking in this pub, just for the views. I quite like an Albert Ale. I think it's a fairly decent pint. Nice and malty, nice and biscuity. But also through here, through this gate here, we have something, there's a little craft beer bar that's just opened called Sips. So I think we'll try and go into the pub soon first, see if they allow us to do a bit of filming. There we are, dog friendly. Nice outside seating area. Yeah, here is the outside kind of seating area. Absolutely fantastic. Really lovely part of the city, and then you've got all of that lovely flint work there in the pub. So walking into the bar, another big place. High ceilings, lots of exposed brickwork, steel work going on, and then walking through onto the bar, you've got a Paulaner Weiss beer, proper job IPA by St Austell. So here is what looks to be Sips. Now this is a little craft beer bar that is not quite open yet. It don't open until 11 o'clock in the morning. But isn't that wonderful? I just think it's terrific. It's another entrance to the pub where we just were there. I imagine Saturday afternoon this place gets kind of absolutely heaving with people. I'm looking for... so there's the other entrance to the river. But I'm sure there was a place... here. Here. We may have to wait for a bit for Sips to open, but here's a big part of the original machinery for the mill. Here, and right next door to it, Saturday, 11 o'clock. It's about 10 to, it's not quite open yet, so we'll come back to this one. Yeah, we'll come back when Sips is open. Okay, so Sips are open. Here they are. This is a definite bar you've got to check out. Now, I've been here before drinking and enjoying. Lots of bottles here on the shelf. Lovely little kind of cosy, snug little area. Here are the beers that they got on keg. Lowenbrau's and Dark Revolution, which I'm going to in a bit. I'm going to go to Dark Revolution at 12 o'clock. And then moving through, more beer. There's your kegs. Nice little bottle shop in the corner here. Bottle and can shop. Some German stuff going on. Oh, wild beer. Belgian stuff, and then lots and lots of cans, and then a nice canned fridge as well with lots of beer. Delirium Red, Delirium, the original Delirium beer there, and the kegs. Oh, and records. Well into my records at the moment. I just bought a Bang & Olufsen, an old Bang & Olufsen system on eBay. Yeah. So how when did you open this bar?
We opened just over 6 months ago.
Just over
last 6 months, 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
So 1st of April we opened, and it's been going very well.
Going very well.
Yeah. Certainly, something Salisbury needed. There's a lot of thirsty people looking for craft beers and world beers, Belgian beers.
Yeah, totally agree.
Something exciting and different.
Yeah, no, I've been coming back and forth Salisbury for many years, and I always said it was lacking a decent craft beer bar. It's really nice to see you kind of come and open. So, how's things going? Are things going to be going great in the future? Are they going to be kind of expanding, or?
I hope so. I hope we'll be continuing to do well. I don't think expansion is on the cards necessarily. I think potentially, obviously, we'll look for a potential of another bar in the future, but right now, especially the size that we have here, I think the size works well for what the concept is. Yeah. It's enough space for people to mill around. It's small enough to be cosy. Yep. And it encourages people to meet people and make friends.
It's got a lovely ambience to it, a lovely little kind of atmosphere.
Either side.
Absolutely,
and,
So
the
just
playing,
out there.
so it'll be quite a nice evening.
Yeah, just out the window there, you got the river where the mill is, and it's just a lovely little part of Salisbury, this, isn't it?
Very lucky to find the spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, all the best for the future. If you're in Salisbury, please come and check out Sips. It's a fantastic bar, and all the best for the future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
for coming
No worries at all. No worries at all. Thank you. Cheers. Bye bye.
down. Cheers.
So, I'm just going to stand here in front of the river and I'm on my own today, so I think that just about wraps up Salisbury. We've been to many of the pubs. It was impossible to see all of the pubs. It was impossible to drink in all of the pubs. But I hope you got an idea of Salisbury and its pubs and its beers and its traditions. We are going to one more place. This is not the end of the video. I've got to wait for an hour for Dark Revolution to open. But that's in a place called Old Sarum, which is the old part of Salisbury. It was Salisbury before Salisbury was Salisbury, if that makes sense. So we're going to go out to Dark Revolution, have a look at that. That opens at 12 o'clock. But as far as the city centre goes, I think this is it. This is it for the time being. First time we're going into a church in regards to pubs and bars and breweries of a place. But this is really interesting. If I can just come through the door this way. There's a really interesting part of this building that is beer related. Now, look at all of these graves on the floor. Right, but what I'm going to show you is this painting on the wall. I'm going to zoom in because there's the devil, and next to the devil, look, see the woman offering the beer to the devil? Well, that is that woman was caught in Salisbury, legend has it, watering down her beer. So she was sent to the devil, she was sent to hell for watering down her beer as a landlady from prehistoric times, from hundreds of years ago. So yeah, the first time we've ever been in a church making a video, but I thought that was really important and quite funny actually. Another pub we're going to look at is the Old Ale House. Now, I can't get to the other side of the road with this one because it's a really busy road, lots of traffic, but we're going to dive in here very quickly and maybe have a look. I do like this place. It is a terrific little pub. Again, loads of beers on the bar. Got some Bath Ales Gem, Deerstalker, Timmy Taylor's Landlord, Old Rosie. Hello, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, what a fantastic place you got, yeah. Okay, we are still in the Old Ale House, but I just wanted to show the garden. I didn't realise it was such a lovely garden here. I could have actually come in through here, this lovely kind of block and beam. My underground bunker's going to kind of look like this, block and beam. That's what I plan to do for the roof. I've got some ideas now. But anyway, yeah, what a lovely little thing. You've got some beach huts out here, look. Kind of beach huts, sheds type of thing going on. Nice, lovely outside area. So that was a look at the Old Ale House. Again, it was another one of these pubs. Unfortunately, I get caught with the copyright on the music, so I got to be kind of in and out type of thing really quickly. There are more pubs about, but I am running out of time. There's a place I want to go to called the Red Lion. I'm going to try my best to get to the Red Lion. If I can't get there, because I need to get to Dark Revolution by 12 o'clock because I need to get back on the road. It's a 3-hour kind of ride for me to get down to Salisbury. There's the cathedral in the background. There's the gate to the city. And here's the shopping area. I tell you what's quite interesting is this place here. That was probably an old pub once upon a time. Now it's a prezzo. Here we go. Let's try and find the Red Line. If we can't find it, we'll go to Dark Revolution. So I've arrived at Dark Revolution, but what's really nice about this brewery tap room is that you can look at people skydiving. They literally kind of take off from there. I think there's actually 2 people about to go in that plane now. They take off and literally they're falling out of the sky here, and people can sit outside Dark Revolution. You've got an outside fermenter there. Nice benches. They've also got 3 Cuts burgers, so they do a little bit of street food as well. but you can literally sit under here and watch the skydivers coming down. But let's get in. Food trucks in October, there we go. Lots of different food trucks there going on. This is the tap room. Hello, Greg. Hello. How are you doing? Yeah, how you doing? How you doing? Nice to meet you. Let me shake your hand. Yeah, well, fantastic. So, walking in, fantastic bar. How many taps do you have on?
We have 20 beers on, so we have as many beers of our own as we can get on, and then we fill the rest up with guest beers. So we've got a nice variety. Got quite a lot of dark beers on the moment, because obviously moving into autumn. We've got Siren, Pastel, Yonder, Vibrant Forest.
So a big community thing then, you know, you're all sharing each other's beers.
Yes,
and
exactly. Yeah, we do tend to favour local. So we're good friends with Siren. Barefaced are just down in Blandford as well. And then we got Yonder just down the road as well. So we like to have a variety of sours, hoppy beers. We've got lagers, a couple of stouts. We've even got an alcohol-free Northern Monk on as well at the moment. Just because we get quite a few people designated drivers, or
of course,
just cutting down, or just this October or whatever. So, we thought it'd be quite nice to see it quite popular. Yeah. I was drinking your Solar last night in the Ox Row. Okay, yeah. That was pretty good. It's the most popular beer we do, actually. And the darker ale, Velveteen. That was fantastic. Both of those are core beers. We've brewed them pretty much from day one. Solar's still the most popular beer.
Fantastic, really good.
Outsells everything. We also do a whole load of cans. From our own, and again, lots of hoppy pale ales from all over the place, Verdun and Daya and Neon Raptor. Popular, isn't it? Yeah, we just, I mean, things we're out of town, so we're trying to give people a reason to come up here, and we just want to sort of showcase great beer, really. So
absolutely.
It's not just our own, but other people's as well.
So it's fantastic. I like the thought that people can either stare at the planes or they can stare at people brewing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So obviously the summer outside, everyone's outside. Obviously moving into autumn, winter now, it's moving more inside. So try and get a nice cosy atmosphere, but still have that you're in the brewery. So we've got the tanks behind, and on brew days, on Fridays, during the week, it's very good during the week as well. We'll have canning going on or brewing going on.
Yeah.
All in the background. So
fantastic.
Inspired by American breweries, that's kind of where I got the idea, but the kind of inspiration. Yeah, the inspiration. We're a smaller version of what you might find down in San Diego or somewhere like that. Exactly. We're very much taproom and brewery, and both are kind of equal in the standing of us as a business, really. Fresh beer. Yeah, exactly. Literally not travelling anywhere. No, it's all beer doesn't really. Our beer doesn't go above 3 degrees really, so it comes out of tank and goes into kegs and goes straight in the cold store, and then goes straight onto our taps.
Stays fresh.
All over the UK.
Can we have a look at the brewery?
Yes, you can. Yeah. Firstly, I apologise because it's the weekend, so
it's
a lot of stuff stored inside.
And I just arrived. I didn't give you guys any notice. I just showed up.
So obviously, we've got lots of kegs and cans. We've got a big order at the moment for cans, and we've got a lot of canning going on in the next couple of weeks. So this is the main brew house in here.
Wow. It's a fair old size.
Yeah, we're 15 barrel.
15 barrel,
We 24 hectolitre starting thing. So the mash tun, it's just a single infusion. All built in Britain.
Look at that.
It's nice and clean.
Oh, it is. It's wonderful. It's wonderfully clean,
We've got copper in there, it's gas fired. Crisco's where the milk goes in and shoots up. Hot liquor tank. Cold liquor tanks outside. And then we've got 2 fermentation vessels in here. We've got 6 in total.
You guys notice you got one outside?
Yeah, well that's the cold liquor tank actually. So
it's not. It's from right.
Tank, yeah.
Okay.
So we have 6 fermentation vessels at the moment, all full size.
Yeah.
So we can brew 2 to 3 times a week at capacity. We're not quite there at the moment, especially we're still recovering out of
the situation.
But, it's okay. Like everybody else, we're just taking it week by week. The tap room's a godsend for us on that. Because, it's been really busy. It's steadily busy, even though we're going to winter now. It's great for the cash flow. But we can't complain.
Fantastic.
Same position as everybody else.
We're all slowly creeping out of that awful situation we all found ourselves in.
What we love, so and we can pay the bills. So
exactly. That's the main thing. So here's our fermenters here.
So we've got a conditioned tank, 2 more fermenters. We've got canning line, so we can all our own.
Oh, fantastic!
In-house. So
there we go.
So we've got 3 head canning lines. We've got labeler on the ends. We've got
put the top on as well as it at the end.
So basically, it goes through here, goes through the labelling.
Little doggy. Yeah, the brew.
Yeah, he's only a puppy, so he can hear. He just
We
wants
call
to
him
come-
brew puppy.
Yeah, that's it, brew puppy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, we put about a third of our beer in cans, but we're just doing a massive run.
Yeah.
For beer 52 actually. So we've got.
Oh yeah, I know beer
new
52.
Cold IPA that we're just doing
Cold
for them
and
for our
IPA.
October box. So we're just going to start canning that next week.
Do you do any lagering as well?
Yeah, we do lager. Yeah, so we do Verve as our house lager.
Okay.
We do this. Yeah, we're doing cold IPA with our house lager yeast. But
Oh, okay.
we do a whole range of beers really.
Yeah.
Predominantly hoppy IPAs.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what sells.
What everyone wants.
We like brewing all sorts of things. We're home brewers really, background wise, and we still feel that's we try and brew at least 1 to 2 new beers a month.
Yeah.
Next year we're going to try and do 1 a week. It just depends if we can sell them.
Yeah.
If we can sell through, but now we've got 20 taps. Ideally, we'd have all 20 of ours.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's what customers generally want to drink.
Is one of, of course. They want to drink local beer, don't they?
We've got the
Yeah.
equipment and the knowledge to produce anything really. Sour beers, fruity sour beers, stouts.
Oh, fantastic.
Which we have done. So.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for showing me around. Wonderful. I have drunk some of your beers. I think I've reviewed 1 or 2 things on YouTube, but yeah, I was enjoying it last night. It was very nice last night. Oh, it's hammering down with rain. Okay, thanks very much. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye. So that was it. That is the end. We're in the Dark Revolution car park. We're going to make our way back to Barry in South Wales. But what an awesome trip in Salisbury. I really liked it. The lovely people at Dark Revolution give me a big 6-pack of cans, which is really nice. So they'll be on the channel shortly. So I hope you liked the video. Please comment, please subscribe. And the next one might be Gloucester. Might be Gloucester in a week or 2. Stone the Crows. Cheers.